Savannah has an engagement session. That's what we're doing here. It's kind of hot. So what exactly is allowed? So I'm in the bathroom and I don't know what flooded, but I'm not really sure what this is. It's like a pier and everything else. It's really cool. I do wish you could skateboard because I brought the skateboard and I can't use a skateboard, but other than that, it's great. Just don't know what it is. Alright, now that I don't need the drone anymore, I just left the backpack in the car because it's making my back all sweaty and blocking traffic here. Gotta get out, sorry. Get it together, John. These are new running shoes. I actually got them on sale, but because they were on sale, they only had 2 of the same color in my size, and I need to appropriate them so that I can distinguish what one is what. And this Sharpie contains the solution, I think. Now I can tell 1, 2. Stink. Not exactly sure what we're doing today. Ooh. First 2 days of the week, we pretty much hardly ever do anything, which is nice, but also I'm not really, I don't know what we're doing today. I do know that I want to take advantage of this good weather because it's perfect. It's like 70s. It's perfect. Also, leaving you perched. You were perched on this. Not the safest trip. Don't tell Savannah. The next sequence, I wanted to have like some epic drone shots of me riding my bike, but DJ, I thought it was a good time for a mandatory firmware update, so I'm One thing that I don't understand, and I still don't understand even after living in the South for a number of years, I don't understand why people don't use perfectly good driveways and they just park in their grass. It must be a cultural thing. Bingo, we're good to fly. Alright, I just finished shooting a short. If you want to check it out, here it is. I was perusing on Google Earth and I saw these 2 dome-shaped objects, and naturally I decided to grab my bike and check it out. Grabbing the coordinates, I made my way towards the dome-shaped objects. After going through a couple of rivers and riding a few trails, I saw something peeking over the tree line, and it looked like it was those objects I saw on Google Maps. Turns out it was. It ended up being a water treatment plant, but it was still pretty cool going through backwoods to find it. After all of that, it was fun. It's a little bit different than like the normal format, but I think I like it. I think if you enjoyed it, let me know. Also, did you see you see me almost run into that person's car? The drone was landing and it didn't give me an option not to land, and I was riding my bike trying to find it, and super stressful, but I ended up missing them barely. We're on a walk or a hike right now. It's really nice outside and we're trying to take advantage of it, and I suggested that we go on a hike, and Savannah, with some convincing, said yes. Did you see that? This trail is 4 miles one way and then 4 miles the other way, and it's pretty flat. I'm honestly thinking about maybe making this like a spot that I run on a regular basis, because I've been struggling to find a place that has the distance but isn't like isn't like being a mountain goat. How you liking the trail?
It's okay. I got snacks.
She got snacks in her fanny pack, so that tides her over. We're at Home Goods now. This coffee's all leaky. It's pretty good though. We're looking at rugs, and this is how the cat peed on the rug that this is replacing. Do you like this? I don't know if we're gonna find anything here. Also, I just realized that this microphone was switched to Omni, and I'm sorry. Speaking of good audio, I guess that's the theme of this vlog. That bang was her throwing the rug on this. I'm sorry. Switched. More shopping. Also, I think I might get that chair. I've been wanting a rocking chair for a long time, but they're super expensive. But that, I'm actually pretty excited about it. For when Max is bad, I can still walk him around. It's like for when you, you know, when you gotta on the go. Need to buy one of these for D Waltz. When you're in the South, they need something like this. Normally this is $160. This is for $8. What was the price? $84.99. Good. Stop filming me. Cute. We cleaned up right here. This is literally all for me.
He has always wanted a rocking chair ever since I've known him, so I'm glad we got one for $90.
All right, get your ass. Oh, come on. Where's my saw?
Can I close it?
Yeah, I can cut sticks. This bitch was used.
Do you have the receipt?
To be honest, I don't even know how to use this thing. It just seemed like a good idea. Where's the battery? Yeah, I should have researched it a little bit more. Oh, charger? That's what I needed the saw for. I've been using a drum part, but this is better. Okay, Savannah just went in to grab some coffee, and we're on our way to we're renting something. I didn't mean that whole sequence to be so cryptic, but we bought this because of the thing that we rented, which is actually this Sony lens and camera. We're trying out this the A7 IV because it's good for photo and video, and basically what that means is it's a hybrid shooter, meaning it can do both. This camera can't, and we're testing it out before we make like an investment of spending thousands of dollars. Okay, so I finally got this thing set up. It took way longer than I thought it was going to. The next sequence was shot completely on this guy with this zoom lens. Let me know if you can tell that it's not this camera, because there's $1,000 between this one and this one. So let me know if you can tell the difference. So I just finished looking at that footage, and it looks pretty close. There are a couple of slight little like differences, but to the naked eye, it's not bad. Stop it. Hello. We don't have a whole lot going on today. We are going somewhere tonight for it's like for a birthday thing, but past that we don't. There's not a ton going on. I have been running. Do you remember that trail that we were on earlier in the vlog? I've been running there for the past couple of days, and it's been great. There's a lot of wildlife that kind of scares me as I'm running. Today I almost stepped on a turtle. Walked up on a herd of turkeys. Is there a herd of turkeys? Flock of turkeys, and a deer that scared me half to death. So doing more like testing and just shooting with this camera, which again, this is the A7 IV. It's not the A7S III, which is what this is being shot on. This is a cheaper version of that. Crazy to me that this camera is almost identical to that camera with a couple of small differences, but footage looks great. Honestly, if I wasn't telling you, or if I didn't know what camera was what, it would be hard to distinguish what one is actually. It's great. We're also, one of the reasons we're looking at this camera is to maybe do a kind of like a 2-person angle like type of thing for this vlog. Savannah would have one camera, I would have another, and it would we'd be able to splice. I think it would make it more dynamic and make the overall story just a little bit more interesting. But we're trying to see if we need 2 A7S IIIs like this, or is this good enough for internet YouTube videos? And this also takes better pictures than that camera. The more I use this, the more I'm convinced that this is everything that you would need. I can't tell you how many times I've sat out here and I've mentioned how great it would be to have a rocking chair just to look out. When I was little, growing up in North Carolina, for those of you that didn't know, I used to live in North Carolina until I was 8, then we moved to California. Anyway, during those 8 years of me being in North Carolina, one of the memories that I have ingrained in my brain, and I think that I'll always have it, is when it was like storming outside, like rain and stuff, we would go out to our porch that we had at the house and sit in rocking chairs and just watch the rain. And because of that, I think that's why I really wanted one. It's a childhood thing. So I've been doing these longer form, week-long vlogs for a while, and personally, I've really been enjoying it. One, because I feel like it kind of lets me breathe and lets me focus more on the edits and focus more on the actual videos, making them more creative, making the story a little bit better. And it lets me focus on other things, like on YouTube Shorts. I'm able to do like some storytelling there, which I've really been enjoying that kind of medium for distributing content. And I think the quality of the content that I'm capturing is a little bit better because I can be a little bit more selective. Instead of when I was doing the daily stuff, it's kind of everything is content. I have to shoot it even if I think it's boring. I have to shoot it in a way that might be kind of interesting. And I love that aspect of it, and I think it makes you a better content creator or filmmaker. But being able to take a step back and kind of decide if I want to capture this or not has been really it's been really liberating. But one of those things that I've kind of been experimenting with is incorporating Savannah, my loving wife, in the videos, and I think it makes the story more dynamic, and that's kind of where we're kind of leaning and thinking about taking this vlog, is like having it not just solely rest on my perspective, but also have some of Savannah's perspective in it too. If that's something that you're interested in, please let me know, because we're really trying to figure out what would be better for the vlog. And if you're liking the week-long stuff, please let me know. And even if you don't, let me know, because the feedback is much appreciated. I remember that party that I said we were going to earlier today? We're headed there now, but it's an hour and 10 minutes away. So I started by getting some editing done, and my laptop's it's back there. I just finished what I needed to edit, and now I'm just sitting here waiting. Savannah's driving. But we have 30 minutes left, so we're almost there. It is a trek, though. It's like an odyssey to get there. There was a tornado that rolled through the United States last night. Some of the clips are just... So last night we got to the party, and I didn't film anything afterwards, and it was mostly just because I wanted to be present, because it was with people that we haven't seen in a long time, and I hope you understand. It was a great party though. We had tacos, homemade tacos. You know, now that I got one clip, and it's actually of the person whose birthday it was eating his cheesecake alone, so I hope you enjoy it.
John's taking a video of me eating my cheesecake alone.
Oh, look, don't be.
Hello. It's my birthday today. My friends are all here, but I'm eating cheesecake alone. This is a strawberry cheesecake. This is another cheesecake, probably got chocolate on it. Happy birthday to me.
So today we're shooting a wedding. It's only video, no photo, which is nice because when you're doing photo or video or whatever, it requires different spots in your brain, and when you're having to do both, you're basically having to multitask. So it's nice when you just do one, you can just focus on that one thing. And Savannah and I get to work together, and I like doing that. Being early, and we currently have an hour before we have to be there. It is so windy. All right, we just got here, and like always, I have to use this camera, so I'm gonna pack you down, and I'll talk to you later. Someone left their window open. All right, we have 1 hour left, and we've been keeping all of our stuff in here. Like we're above everything right now. So check this out. It's pretty amazing. That's a one-way mirror. Like they have it like in cop precincts and interrogation rooms. That is a one-way mirror. This was where all the food was. Like this was like super all decorated and stuff. One thing that I've learned with these wedding venues is they're very efficient with cleanup time, and which makes sense. I mean, this was literally packed. Like there's probably like 400 or 500 people in here. It makes sense. So like I said before, we have about an hour, actually 45 minutes now, left until we are done. Like our contract is done, and then we go home. The last hour, if I'm being completely honest with you, we just are we're just looking for things to shoot. So at that point, we got everything that we need, and now everything that we get from this point on is just extra, minus the exit, which is what they're doing in exit. But other than that, there's kind of just making it up as we go along. That's something that I often did with music stuff, especially church music stuff. So I don't know how much of that is like normal and how much of that is just me. Maybe I just make things up. 45-minute sequence. I was just praying that nobody would come through this door or come through this door and think that I was like some nutcase talking to myself in the dark in the woods.